Hello, it's Misha again and welcome back to Saute Cookbook. Today, we're gonna make Vietnamese crab soup, similar to egg drop soup, but with a lot of wholesome ingredients added. And of course, very simple to make. Nothing is better than having a bowl of this hot soup when it's raining outside. Can't wait any longer, so let's get started. Here are all the main ingredients for the soup today. 4 cups of chicken broth, 2 packages of enoki mushrooms, 18 quail eggs, 4 eggs, 6 tablespoons of cornstarch, 8 imitation crab sticks, a third cup of grilled crab meat, 1 medium chicken breast, 3 tablespoons of chicken powder, 1 teaspoon of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of minced shallots, some sesame oil and green onions for garnishing. And these are some optional ingredients: a small piece of sea moss, 1 sheet of fried pork skin, and half cup of scallops. First, I'm heating up 8 cups of water until rolling boil, and then I'm adding in some chicken powder, mix well, and cook the chicken breast covered on medium heat for 15 minutes. When the chicken breast is done, I'm setting it aside, let it cool down, and keep all the broth. And then I'm shredding the chicken into thin strips. I find them taste better this way in the soup compared to thicker pieces. And now I'm gonna hard boil some quail eggs. In the small pot, I'm adding a splash of vinegar and a pinch of salt to the water. These 2 ingredients help soften the eggshells to make it easier to peel the eggs. And then I'm gently adding in the quail eggs and keep them boil for about 10 minutes. When the time is up, I'm transferring all the eggs into an ice bath to let them cool down for another 10 minutes before peeling. I love quail eggs. I always ask for extra of them in my bowl of soup. Here is enoki mushrooms. They are very nutritious and have a mild taste and tender texture, which is great to add to this delicate soup. You can get them at Asian grocery store, and I like to cut them in half like this before washing so they are easier to eat. Let me show you a cool way to easily shred these crab sticks. You're gonna hold it on one end, tapping it against the bowl side until opened up, and do the same to the other end. Isn't it so easy and satisfying? And then I also cutting these in half like the enoki mushrooms. This is black sea moss. I know it looks just like hair, right? So in Vietnamese, it actually goes by angel hair. It is a blue-green algae and rich in iron. This ingredient is usually added in the soup on special occasion only, like weddings. I'm soaking it in warm water for about 15 minutes and rinse it a few times to remove any dirt, then squeeze out the water. I also cut it shorter to make it easier to mix in the soup. This is another optional ingredient. It is fried pork skin that's sold in sheets at Asian grocery store. It has a lighter golden color compared to the golden brown color of pork rinds. It has a spongy texture and also absorbs the soup flavor. I'm soaking it in large amounts of water until soft, then cutting it into small squares. Now I'm gonna make the soup. In the large pot, I saute some minced shallots and the white part of the green onions with the small amount of veggie oil until fragrant. And then I quickly stir fry the scallops and real crab meat in about 1 minute. Then I'm pouring in 4 cups of chicken broth and 6 cups of the broth that I've saved earlier. Now I'm bringing it to the boil. Don't forget to skim off any scum on the surface. You can season the soup at this step. Next, I'm adding in the fried pork skin and the shredded chicken. Give it a good mix. When the soup's getting back to a boil, I'm adding in the enoki mushrooms. And crab sticks are coming next. And the black sea moss. And make sure you give it a really good mix all together. To thicken the soup, I'm using cornstarch slurry. Don't forget to bring the soup back to boil before adding it. I'm whisking the eggs with 2 tablespoons of water to thin them out. My tip to get a thicker egg swirls is adding the egg to the soup after the soup has been thickened, gently stirring while pouring in the eggs. And the last thing to add is these cute little eggs. Most of the ingredients are cooked, so it just takes a little time to prepare everything, but making this soup is actually very fast. This soup is perfect for all ages and occasions. Don't forget to sprinkle some green onions, sesame oil, and black pepper on top. And now your hot soup is ready to serve. Thank you for watching our video on how to make Vietnamese crab soup. I hope you enjoy, and until next time, bye!